Hello everyone, Lord Victorino here, and what I'm going to demonstrate right now is another MerlinDX test version update. And I don't even have the game on this time, so I want to show you how quickly this thing actually loads and turns on. So we'll demonstrate that right now. So I'll turn it on right now.
Dragon's Lair, a fantasy adventure where
in fact, it boots up so quickly that it takes time for the monitor to actually adjust itself. And right now there's some new features on here, and for me to explain everything that has been done just would take too long. So I'm just going to demonstrate while I'm going ahead and showing this demo. So first off, I will let you know my setup, just to get that out of the way. I am actually testing right now a Revision A logic, okay, with the MerlinDX setup. I do have it where I have to credit it up. It takes 2 coins for a credit. I do have it where it's not on unlimited lives, so it's on 3 lives right now. So all that, as you can see, it says insert 2 coins for 3 dirks and whatever. And right now it's actually cycling through Dragon's Lair Enhancement, Dragon's Lair 2 Enhancement, and Space Ace Enhancement. Which will cycle through those demos and games. But via dip switch, you can change it to the original Simulatronics Dragon's Lair. Then it will switch to Dragon's Lair 2 Enhancement, and then Space Ace Simulatronics games instead. So you can decide which one you want to cycle through at this time. So that's kind of cool. And right now, it's on Dragon's Lair Enhancement right now. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually turn on the menu system. I'm sure you've seen this before. So I'm just going to demonstrate this real quickly. As you can see, it says Dragon's Lair Enhancement. And then of course you can play the Dragon's Lair Enhancement prototype. There's Space Ace Enhancement, Dragon's Lair 2 Time Warp, which is also an enhancement game, and Simulatronics Dragon's Lair also. So you can just cycle through there, and you can see how easy it is to cycle through. And whichever one I press the sword/fire button, it will boot up. But what I want to demonstrate is some new features on this, and I'm going to start with, let's start with Space Ace. Space Ace, original Simulatronic game, so I'm going to boot that one up, and voila!
Space Ace,
as you know, it loads up the game, loads up the Laserdisc image file, and it's ready to play, And what's new is, what if you have a Dragon's Lair cabinet, and you don't have the buttons to select, Cadet, Captain, or Space Ace, Well, Sharnwood has come up with a new menu system, so when you try to start the game, a menu pops up, you can select which one you want. Now, you still have the option via dip switch to use, if you have the original buttons, that you can still use those, just like normal. But if you don't, or if you like the menu system better, you can have it turned on. I have it turned on right now, so let's give her a go. Let's credit this thing up. Okay, I got one game credited up. I'm going to press the start button for one player, and as you can see, you have a new selection thing. And we have Space Ace selected, so let's select that. So now you're playing basically Space Ace at the Space Ace level. So that's what this is. This is the hardest level on the Simulatronics thing, which means that when you die, it starts over from the very beginning. As you can see, you cannot win.
Space Ace, defender of justice, truth, and the planet Earth. Ace is being attacked by the evil Commander Borg. Hold your fire.
Okay, but also you can do it through Space Ace Enhancement, because it also has 3 skill levels. So I can start that.
Space Ace, defender of justice, truth, and the planet.
Start. And let's say we want to select, let's see here. Cadet.
There's Borg's ship.
So now we're playing Space Ace Enhancement. Cadet. going to show this is enhancement. I'm just going to show you the little shortcuts here. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. So I just wanted to show you that just to show that it's now Space Ace enhancement.
Kimberly, come in. Are you okay?
And the thing is, even with the level selection, you can still use the buttons, and the buttons actually do still light up when you select each one. So that's kind of cool too. And like I said, it's optional if you want to have the menu selection for this or not. So this is really a cool new feature that they've added. And I'm just letting it play through so I can show you some new stuff also. But there's something special Sean has done with this whole thing. You know, I think that's pretty good with Space Ace.
Space Ace, defender of justice, truth, and the planet Earth.
Dragon Slayer
Ace is being
has had many difficulty selections that were via dip switches. And of course you had basically easy, medium, easy, hard, and very hard. Get that right. And then you had other ones via dip switches which you could do easy at first and become hard after 5 or 9 consecutive scenes that you finish. Or, you know, same thing, but 9 consecutive rooms, you know. And that's fine and dandy. But now what he's done for Dragon Slayer, the Symmetronics version, okay, is he's made the difficulty settings, skill selection settings like Space Ace, but now you can do it via the menu selection system. So no more dip switches for easy, hard, and very hard, which he has named to kind of give it the same feeling as the Space Ace versions. He's used the what is the 3 levels of becoming a knight, which is a page, a squire, and then a knight, which you have to give credit where credit is due. This is something that actually Dave Pollock kind of came up with. So just to let you know, give him a little bit of credit. It's actually, for real, that's how you become a knight. You start out as a page, become a squire, then a knight, and this is something in which Dave Pollock had brought up. And it's really cool. So I want to show you that right now. So credit it up, press start, and as you can see, here it is. Page, squire, knight. Knight is like very hard, okay, which means it has those random select, you know, extra hard things, you know, rooms, scenes, you know. So that's the way this works now. And you can see how hard this is anyways. Hard for me to be off to the side trying to explain all this at the same time, and then, you know, I'm just gonna die here. Let's try that again. Same thing, I'm gonna select Knight. There we go. See if we can get one of those very hard random rooms selected. Now. Gosh, that's the same thing. Oh, there it is. And I made it through it. Can't believe it. Oh, look at that. Jeez. Oh, wow. Well, that proves it right there. So, and let's bring up the menu selection. If I didn't mention, you have to hold left and the fire/sword button for 4 seconds, and then you bring up the menu and you select it all. And just to show you, here's Dragon's Lair Prototype, which is Dragon's Lair enhancement with prototype footage. So I can start that, and voila, it's the Dragon's Lair game with the prototype footage.
Adventure where you become a valiant knight on a quest to rescue the fair princess from the clutches of an evil dragon.
And if I want to select a different game, I do the same thing.
Of a daring adventurer finding his way through the castle of a dark wizard who has enchanted it with treacherous monsters and obstacles.
Okay, and I might as well show this one. Dragon's Lair 2 Time Warp. Look at that.
Dragon's Lair Time Warp.
I gotta turn it up, press start, and I'm playing Dragon's Lair 2 Time Warp. Look at that.
Definitely kidnapped again, idiot. You better fight.
The treasures. And I'll just let it go. Don't want to make this video too long. But really, I really wanted to feature is the new skill selection menu for Space Ace and Space Ace Enhancement, but really for the original Cinematronics Dragon's Lair, which is instead of playing easy, hard, or very hard, you now can select it as Page, Squire, or Knight, which is, I think, pretty awesome.
Spirited away to a reclaimed time by the evil wizard Mordrock.
So no more flipping dip switches, and that's kind of cool and good when you decide if you want to play different versions. Because usually when somebody sets this up, you know, they have it set up the way it is, and they don't want to deal with the dip switches. I'm one of the people who like that. But now with Dragon's Lair, you can decide which one you want to play. Or if you have a friend over that might be not as good as you are, you now can have them where they can play easy, and then when he's gone, you want to play the very hard setting, you have the ability to do it without having to flip dip switches, which I think is one of the best features I have ever seen. So, you know, and what's really cool about that is if you really think about it, that makes this a 12 games in one Laserdisc game system, if you think about it. You know, because you have Dragon's Lair Enhancement, you have Dragon's Lair Enhancement with prototype footage, you have Dragon's Lair 2 Enhancement, you have the 3 Space Aces, you have the 3 Space Ace Enhancement skill selection, and now with the 3 Dragon's Lair skill selection via, you know, the menu system, where you get to play the 3 main versions of Dragon's Lair, which is the easy, hard, and very hard, which is of course now Squire, Page, Squire, and Knight. That makes it 12 games in one, which I think is incredible. So I'll demonstrate one more time, because I really like this. This is so awesome. Look at this. Now it starts on Squire, I guess that's the way they have it set up, and you can decide if you want Knight, and then you do have a time limit, so Squire, which is hard, which is what I selected right now, you know, which makes it hard but not very hard. So you can play it that way without having to, you know, do dip switches, which I think is just awesome. You know, this is like the best thing yet, I think. So, I mean, I'm just blown away by it, you know. So, we still got some testing to do and all that. And, you know, need to make sure we take care of any minor little bugs that might creep up and whatever. But we're getting closer and closer each time. And it's just awesome right now. So, this is the new MerlinDX. You know, you got to give it up to Sean Wood and Matt Ombate for collaborating on this. And you got to give a shout out to Dave Hollick, of course, for the enhancement games. And I mean, it's just awesome, and we're getting there each time. I've been privileged to be a person to help test this to make sure the quality assurance, you know. So people who have the one cabinet that want all 3 games and want to play it with different ways, this is for you. Well, I'm going to end this video now because I could go on and on and on about how awesome it is. But as you can see, by just demonstrating this, I'm pretty sure you get the idea. So I'm going to end it here, and hopefully I'll have more videos for you in the future. All right? Take care. Bye-bye.